I'm Ronan, and we're going to learn a whole bunch of phrasal verbs. Are you ready? Let's do it.
In this weather, it is very important to cover up. If you don't cover up, you will get very cold very fast. I don't know if you can hear me, but what I was saying is, in this weather, it's really important to cover up. To cover up is to basically cover all your skin because of the elements, because it's really, really cold. So when I go out hiking in this weather, I need to make sure I'm absolutely covered up from head to toe. I cover my hands, I wear gloves, I have a scarf, and then sometimes all you can see are my eyes. So, if you're in Canada, make sure to cover up because it's freaking cold. A cover up are the phrasal verb to cover up. For example, the Catholic Church like to cover up all the child abuse scandals. The Catholic Church had another cover up of child abuse scandals. A cover-up is when you try to hide a news story. A politician might try to cover up a negative story about them. But to be honest, the Catholic Church, boy oh boy, were they good at doing cover-ups. Were they good at having cover-ups? Were they good at covering up the terrible crimes the clergy committed? To cover up, to try and hide a crime and to try and get away with it. Fucking disgraceful. And I got away with it! Just like that time I got away with Yeah, never mind. To get away with. Not get caught for something. Alright, don't tell anyone, but I got away with it. I got away with not paying for parking. So that means I didn't pay for parking today. It's usually like $8 a day if you want to pay. If you do pay. I decided, you know what? Well, I didn't decide. I forgot to pay for it today. But I did not get a ticket. And that means I did not get punished for not paying for parking today. Because if you don't pay for parking and you don't get away with it, they might give you a ticket of like $60 or something. So I didn't pay for parking. John will not back down. He will not admit that he is wrong. If you back down from an argument, you admit that you were wrong. You say, I stand corrected, I'm sorry, I was wrong, let's move on. Backing down is not easy. In fact, today, a lot of people cannot back down. Even when they know they're wrong, they refuse to back down. They refuse to admit that they're wrong. Down is to admit that you're wrong. You should absolutely check out Billie Eilish. Her music is goddamn amazing. It's captivating. What's up? Hey, check this out. There we go. Isn't this a nice spot? Isn't it gorgeous out here? Before I brought you in here, I said, hey, check this out. We use that expression, check this out, when we want to show people something cool, something beautiful like this. You might find a really cool video on YouTube and say to your friend, hey, check this out. So for me, I said, check this out to show you the beauty of Canada. Check this out. Oh boy, the sun just came out. I've been in this cabin all morning. It has been chill. It has been relaxed. There's been grey clouds everywhere. But right now, the sun has just come out. Come out is a phrasal verb, which means appear. And right now, the sun has appeared. And here's another phrasal verb. Because the sun has come out, I'm going to pop out. I'm going to pop out and get some sun. I'm going to pop out and go for a walk in the sun. So there's 2 phrasal verbs for you. The first one is to come out. The sun came out. And the second one is I'm going to pop out, which means I'm going to go outside. See you later, guys. I'll be back when the sun goes away. Peace. To be really coming down. So, as you can see, I'm covered in snow. I've only been outside for about 5 minutes, but it is really coming down. Basically means there's a lot of snow and it's very heavy. So I could say it's snowing, I could say it's really snowing, or I could just say it's really coming down right now. I do kind of love it though. I love biking around in the summer. To bike around. Phrasal verb for cycling everywhere. Look at that bouncing castle. Beautiful. Do you like biking around in the summer? Let me know in the comments. What's up? Alright. I just dipped out of work. To dip out. If you dip out of somewhere, you kind of sneak away. You kind of go away to do something. So I have an appointment, which means I must leave work early. So now I say I just dipped out of work. I left work. I didn't make a big deal. I didn't say goodbye to everybody. I kind of just got up and went. So to dip out is to go somewhere without telling every single person that you're going. Shh. Dip out. Alright, so I have recently gotten into Billie Eilish. Have you ever heard of Billie Eilish? So, I have recently gotten into. That is the present perfect tense because time, it's not important. What's important is the action of being interested in Billie Eilish's music. If you get into something, you are interested in it. For example, last month I had no idea who Billie Eilish was. But now I have gotten into her music. I'm interested in her music. You should absolutely check out Billie Eilish. Her music is goddamn amazing. It's captivating. I have gotten into Billie Eilish's music recently. We use this structure here when we want to tell a person about something we started liking in the recent past, not specific time. For example, in the last month, I've started listening to Billie Eilish. I'm into her music. I like her music. So therefore, I can say, recently, I have gotten into Billie Eilish's music. To get into something is to become interested in it. My name is Ronan. And I am into rugby. I got into rugby years ago, but recently I have gotten into Billie Eilish's music. So, what's your name and what have you recently gotten into? Get into something or get on with. For example, 5 years ago I got into swimming. 6 years ago, I didn't swim. Then I started swimming and I love it. So therefore I can say I got into swimming 5 years ago. I get on with my family. I don't
get on with the people upstairs. They are always shouting. They're always making noise. They're smoking. They're bad neighbors. We do not agree with each other. Therefore, we don't get on with each other. We use get into something when we want to tell someone when we started something. For example, I got into swimming 5 years ago. I got into Breaking Bad 1 month ago. We use get on with for good relationships. I get on with my family.
Good morning. I am not done with my coffee. Now, I am done with my coffee. If you're done with something, you're finished with it. Think about in a restaurant, the server usually says, are you done with your plate? Are you done with your drink? And they're basically saying, are you finished with your food or finished with your drink? I often tell people, don't talk to me in the morning until I'm done with my coffee, because I will just not listen to you. I don't function without my coffee. I don't function until I'm done with my coffee. So, to be done with is to be finished. In this case, I'm using it for coffee. You can also use it for food and many more. To be done with, to be finished with. I am done with your bullshit. To be done with a person's bullshit is to stop talking to them. You don't believe them anymore. Think about someone who pisses you off. Think about someone who lies all the time. And they annoy you. And you've had it up to here with them. And you can't take any more. And one day you kind of snap and you say, I am done with your bullshit. You're a liar. I don't like you. I don't want to be your friend anymore. Get away from me. It's pretty extreme. I'd be careful how you use the phrase, I'm done with your bullshit. But it basically means you don't believe that person anymore and you don't want to be friends or be around them anymore. There you go. To drop over. To drop over is to go to a person's house. To go to a person's house to spend time with them. For example, I just brewed a fresh batch of coffee. You should drop over and grab a cup. Are you dropping over? I just made some coffee. I think I'll drop over to John's on the way to work. I heard he makes a great coffee. I hate it when people unexpectedly drop over and want to drink all my coffee. Yesterday, I dropped over to Mary's and she offered me a coffee, but it was shit. I'll never drop over to her place again for a coffee. So, to drop over is to go to a friend's house to spend time with them. Not always for coffee.
To fall through. If something falls through, it doesn't happen. It's cancelled. We can often use it for plans, for events, for travel arrangements, for hopes and dreams. For example, the birthday party fell through because it turns out the birthday boy was a dickhead and nobody wanted to go to his party. Well, that's a good reason for it to fall through. Nobody wants to go to something, therefore the event will fall through. We often use it in the present perfect. Has or have fallen through. For example, thousands of people's holidays have fallen through because the airline went under. So, to fall through is a phrasal verb which means something did not happen or something was cancelled. I need to get around to doing the dishes. I need to get around to the cleaning. I need to get around to the recycling. I haven't gotten around to the garbage yet, but I'll take it out now. I haven't gotten around to. That means it's not done yet, but I will do it in a moment.
And in 2 weeks, I am going on vacation to Sligo. I need to get around to packing my suitcase. To get around to is to do something. What do you need to get around to this week? I am trying to figure out why it always rains on the weekend. If you are trying to figure out why something happens, you want to know why. You want to know why the person committed the action. You want to know why it happened to you. For example, I'm trying to figure out why John stole my car. He could have just asked me for the keys. It doesn't make sense. I'm trying to figure out why the president vents on Twitter. Can anyone explain it? Really? I'm trying to figure out why some people don't like black coffee. Just can't understand it. And I'm trying to figure out why John broke up with Michael. They were such a good couple. So, if you're trying to figure out why something happened, you are looking for the reason. Trying to figure out what to do tonight. Originally, I was gonna go for a swim. But unfortunately, the weather has changed. It's looking a little nasty out there. I don't think I want to swim in that weather. Therefore, I need to do something else. Therefore, I can say I'm trying to figure out what to do tonight. We use this structure when we don't know something, when we're thinking about doing something, but we don't know what. For example, I'm trying to figure out what to make for dinner. I'm trying to figure out what to do this weekend. I'm trying to figure out what to order. I'm trying to figure out what to buy. So, are you trying to figure anything out? To fill you in. Let me fill you in about my last 3 weeks. Long story short, I've been on vacation. I went to Ireland to visit my family and to visit my friends. It was absolutely amazing there. After Ireland, I came back to Canada, which is a beautiful country. So beautiful, my sister decided to visit. So she came over to Canada and we took a road trip up north. We got to go to hot springs, we hiked in a glacier, we climbed a mountain, we got rained off the mountain, we went to a lot of breweries, we saw a bear, and we even saw the bear climb a tree. It was really cool. So, that was me filling you in on the last 3 weeks. To fill someone in is to tell them the information they've missed. Let me fill you in about the weekend. Can you fill me in about the meeting I missed? So, if you miss something, ask a person, hey, can you fill me in on what I missed?
I've been flat out. If you have been flat out, you have been extremely busy. Today I've been flat out. I woke up, I drank coffee, I cleaned the house, I did laundry, I did the grocery shopping, I got home, I took out the garbage, I mopped the floors. I actually didn't do any of those. I did drink coffee and I ate more ice cream. But generally speaking, if a person says, I've been flat out, it's a really slang way of saying I've been really busy. At least in Ireland, that's what we say. So, to be flat out means you are extremely busy. This weekend is gonna be flat out. Last week was flat out. I just need a break. There you go, folks. Some random English.
To fork out. To fork out is a phrasal verb which means to pay for something. To pay a lot of money for something, and to pay for something when you don't really want to. For example, last week my dog took a shit in the park, and the dog didn't even clean it up after themselves. The police officer saw me and gave me a ticket for $500. So, I had to fork out $500 because of that dog's mistake. Do you think I wanted to pay the ticket? Absolutely not. Did I pay the ticket? Yes. Therefore, I can use fork out. To fork out, phrasal verb, to pay for something. Good morning. This is the second video on fork out. And we're going to look at fork out plus prepositions. For example, I forked out $500 on rent. I forked out $500 in the restaurant, and I forked out $500 for my car repairs. We use fork out on for rent, for bills, or when you buy something. We use fork out in for a place, like a restaurant or a holiday. I forked out $5,000 in Spain last week. I'm broke. And we use fork out for when we get a service. I forked out $500 for the electrician. Anyways, 3 examples of fork out with 3 different prepositions afterwards.
3 ways to use fucked up. Number 1, to be highly intoxicated. For example, John did 16 shots at the bar, drank 5 bottles of beer. He was fucked up. He was extremely drunk. Number 2, after John got fucked up, he fucked up. He made out with his ex in front of his girlfriend. In that example there, John fucked up. That means he made a very big mistake. He made out with his ex and his girlfriend was right there. And number 3, to get really, really hurt. Well, after John's girlfriend saw him making out with his ex, she ran him over in his car. So therefore, she fucked him up. To get fucked up or to fuck a person up is to really hurt a person. There you go, folks. 3 ways to use fucked up. Don't use it around your grandmother.
Alright, my name is Ronan, and I never miss an opportunity to teach you a lesson. For example, my hand is absolutely fucked up at the moment. Fucked up in this case is an adjective, and it's describing the state of my hand. And as you can see, it's not working properly. It's a little bit broken. Therefore, I can say my hand is fucked up. Fucked up can also be used to describe a person who is very, very drunk. So if you drink all of this whiskey, you will be fucked up. John was absolutely fucked up last week. He drank a bottle of whiskey. Then he got in his car. He drove his car into the wall. And guess what? The car is now also fucked up. It's broken. So fucked up has lots of meanings. Number 1, broken. Number 2, drunk. Fucked up, adjective. Good morning, you beautiful people. Today, we're going to look at the phrasal verb fuss over, and in particular, to fuss over a person.
To give a person too much attention. To pay a lot of attention to something, or to care too much about something. Helicopter parents. John's parents are always fussing over him. They bring him his lunch. They bring him his dinner. They phone in the morning to make sure he is up and ready for college. John is 28. His parents are fussing over him way too much. He is now a man-child. And to fuss over their grandchildren. That boy is going to be super fat. His grandparents are always fussing over him and giving him candy. I think they want him to be so fat he needs them to take care of him.
So, do you know anybody who fusses over somebody else? Sound off in the comments, let me know. Get around to. It's Monday, and this week is going to be crazy because there's a lot of things that I need to get around to. For example, I have no coffee in my house. There is nothing. I need to get around to the groceries. I need to buy more coffee. This house is filthy, it's dirty, it's horrible, and tonight I have some friends coming to visit. I need to get around to the cleaning. If you need to get around to something, you need to do it. My girlfriend came home and she saw how dirty the house was. She asked me, Ronan, Why haven't you done the cleaning? And I simply said, I'm sorry, I just haven't gotten around to it yet. To get around to something is to do something. So, this week, what do you need to get done? What do you need to get around to?
Good morning. I hope your week gets off to a great start. If something gets off to a good start, it just means that everything starts well. So it's Monday, and I really hope your week gets off to a fantastic start, an amazing start, a good start. Check in later.
To get over a person. To get over a person means to stop thinking about that person. You need to get over a person when a relationship ends. For example, if you break up with your boyfriend, your girlfriend, or if they break up with you, you need to get over them. You need to stop thinking about them. So, how do you get over a person? Well, one way to get over someone is to get under someone else. Another way is to stop talking to them completely, block them on social media, and just get them out of your head. And of course, another way is to just be mature about it and get on with your life. So, how do you get over a person? Let me know in the comments. Getting through. To get through is a phrasal verb. And getting through means that you are currently doing something. For example, I am getting through this book at the moment. I am not finished it, but I'm in the process of. If you are getting through a book, you're reading the book. You could use getting through a TV series. Oh man, I'm getting through The Walking Dead. It's absolutely amazing. That was obviously said before season 3. So, my name's Ronan, and I am getting through this book. I am reading this book. I am getting through my master's at the moment. I am getting through my assignment, which is due this Friday. What are you getting through at the moment?
Let's learn a random expression really quickly because it's a little bit cold out here. Crack me up. If a person cracks you up, they make you laugh. They make you really, really laugh. For example, Robin Williams was a great actor and he always cracked me up. Mr. Bean cracks me up. It makes me laugh. John is so boring. He never cracks anyone up. So, if a person cracks you up, it's good and it means they're funny. The comedian cracked everybody up. And can you imagine how bad a comedy show would be if the comedian didn't crack anyone up? Anywho, I'm rambling. That's a great expression, to crack you up. To cool off. Cool off is a phrasal verb. We use it when we want someone to calm down. For example, John was getting extremely angry. He had drunk a couple of beers. He was agitated. He wanted to fight someone. So, we put John in the back of the car and locked it until he cooled off, until he calmed down. So John was very angry. He wanted to fight someone. We locked him in the car by himself until he cooled down, until he wasn't angry anymore. So, if you tell a person to cool off or to cool down, it means to calm down. Hey, you need to cool off. Take 5. Have a break. What do you do when you need to cool off? Me? I'm going to go outside in the snow to literally cool off.
Here we go again. 1 minute to teach you a random expression. And today's random expression is butt in. Oh my God, I hate when people butt in. For example, I was chatting to John yesterday and we were having a great conversation. And then Mary came over and she just butted into our conversation. I did not want to talk to her. I was in the middle of talking to my friend John, and Mary comes in and is like, "Hey everyone, look at me, I'm more important." To butt in is to interrupt a conversation rudely. If you're in the middle of saying something and someone cuts you off, you can say, "Yo, please don't butt in, wait till I'm finished." So butt in is a phrasal verb and it means to interrupt.
2. Cut down on. My name is Ronan and I have a coffee addiction. I need to cut down on my coffee. Every day I drink maybe 15, maybe 20, maybe 30 coffees. That is way too much. I need to reduce the amount of coffee I drink. I need to drink less coffee. I need to cut down on my coffee. To cut down on is to reduce. To cut down on is to have less of something. Another example, to cut down on your spending. Last week I spent $400 on strippers and below. This week I cut down on my spending. I only spent $100 on strippers and below. To cut down on is to reduce. Do you need to cut down on anything?
You look great today. Have you lost weight? By the way, totally unrelated, but can I borrow $10, please? So before I asked you for $10, I gave you 2 compliments. I said that you look great and I said that you lost weight. I buttered you up. To butter up. If you're going to ask someone for something, you might want to butter them up beforehand. And that means you give them a compliment. You treat them very, very nice because you want something. For example, if you're going to ask your boss for a raise, you better butter them up beforehand, possibly even for a few days. So I gave you 2 compliments to butter you up. Can you think of another way to butter a person up?
You don't need to make a decision right now. You can sleep on it if you want. Excuse me, can I sleep on this decision? It's pretty big and I feel I might need a little more time to iron out the details. That's a great offer. I'm going to need to sleep on it. If you need to sleep on a decision, to sleep on it, that means you need to think about it longer. That means you want more time to think about the decision. So if there's a very big decision coming up, you might need to sleep on it. You might need more time before you can give your answer. Go back and listen to my first 3 examples for sleep on it.
Let's go. It's over with. Well, you can say that when something is finished. I'm glad it's over with. You know, when this pandemic is over with, everyone's going to be over the moon. I am so glad I am over with my university studies. They were dragging out far too long. To be over with something, something is finished. As you can see, I am in a very, very beautiful place right now. I come here to kick back. To kick back is to relax. To kick back is to not worry about anything. To kick back is to do nothing. When I come up here, I drink coffee, I read, I snowshoe on that lake, and I just relax. I kick back. On a Friday night, I like to kick back and watch a movie. It's my birthday. I'm going to kick back and have a few beers. So, when I'm up here, I kick back. I relax and I do nothing. What do you do
when you want to kick back. To kick back, to relax.
What are you mad about? My name is Ronan, and I am mad about the fact that my phone is broken and now I have to use this flip phone. Everybody thinks I'm a goddamn drug dealer. I am mad about the fact that there is no coffee in my house this morning, and that's not good. Because I can't function without coffee, I have a problem. I am also mad about the fact that my girlfriend drank the last of my whiskey. Now, do you think I am happy or angry that she drank the last of my whiskey? I am angry. I am mad about it. If you are mad about something, you are angry about something. You are not happy about something. We use mad about plus noun or mad about plus noun phrase. I am mad about climate change. I am mad about the way she drank my whiskey. Good Friday morning, you beautiful people. So, to pass out or to pass away. These are two different phrasal verbs, and let me tell you, they have very different meanings. For example, if you pass out, you fall asleep or you become unconscious. And if you pass away, you're dead. So, take these examples. John drank 1 liter of whiskey in half an hour. He passed out shortly after. He became unconscious. My grandmother passed away last week. She left me $1 million in her will. My grandmother died last week. I was so tired after work yesterday. I sat down and passed out. So, pass out, fall asleep, become unconscious, pass away, dead.
To pick up. Right now, I am picking my girlfriend up from work. To pick up is to collect, to get something, or to get a person. Loud cars. So what else can you pick up? If you're out of milk, go pick up some milk. If you're out of beer, go pick some beer up. You can separate it. It's a Friday. I'm gonna go pick up beer. And after that, I'm gonna pick some marijuana up at John's house. Or heck no, I'm gonna go to the shop and buy it because this is Canada and it's legal. So, pick up has lots of meanings. In this case, it's to buy. Don't say buy, say pick up. This coffee sent me back $2. I think I should make my own coffee, so it won't set me back anything.
Set you back. We use to set you back to tell someone how much something cost us. For example, these glasses set me back a whole 25 cents. Not very expensive. My rent sets me back about $650 every single month. I wanted to buy a coffee, but it'll set me back $2, and even that is too much right now. So, don't say, this cost me $5, this cost me $10. Say, this set me back $5. Now, what is the last thing that you bought, and how much did it set you back? Let me know in the comments.
Terrible. That's horrible. Where did you learn your English? By God, burn it. Sorry. I was just going through my students' homework, and as you can see, it wasn't very good. Their teacher is terrible. If you go through something, like I was going through the homework just there, it means you're reading it. You're checking it to make sure it's okay. This is the phrasal verb go through. I need to go through some numbers with the accountant. Apparently, some money is missing. Before an airplane takes off, the staff go through the safety procedure. They explain it to you. So to go through something is to examine it carefully and to evaluate it, which is what I did. And they're terrible. To let yourself go. Guys, I'm not gonna lie. It's been about 4 or 5 weeks since I went for a swim. Apart from swimming, I haven't done a lot of exercise. I've been eating crap. I've been drinking beer. I've let myself go. If you let yourself go, you stop caring about your health. If you let yourself go, you're not focused on staying healthy, and you kind of eat what you want, you drink what you want, and you just pollute your body. Now those are all examples. I haven't completely let myself go. I've let myself go a little bit. But now it's time to get it back. To let yourself go. To not care about your health.
I let myself go. If you let yourself go, you are either 1, completely relaxed, or 2, you did not care about your appearance. You did something extremely unhealthy. You don't care about your health. For example, at the weekend I was camping and I let myself go. I was relaxed. I ate chocolate. I ate bread. I ate rice. I ate pasta. I ate ice cream. I drank beer. I did everything unhealthy. And as a result, I have this beautiful spot right here. Because I let myself go. If you let yourself go, you allow your appearance and your health to get worse. To let yourself go. If you let yourself go, you either 1, allow your appearance and your health to get worse, or 2, you relax a lot. For example, after the breakup, John let himself go. He gained 50 pounds in 2 months. He ate everything. He did not care about his health. He grew out a giant beard. Yes, he let himself go. I was at a party at the weekend and I let myself go. I really enjoyed it. I relaxed. It was really good fun. I woke up in Paris. It was amazing. So, to let yourself go is to 1, allow your appearance and your health to get worse, or 2, to relax a lot. To let up. If something lets up, it reduces the amount of power. For example, yesterday, the snow did not let up at all. It did not stop snowing for 12 hours. For 12 hours, we had constant snow. We had to shovel the roof yesterday because the snow did not let up. The snow did not stop. Thankfully, today, the snow has let up for now. If you're driving too fast, you need to let up on the gas. Reduce the gas. I need to let up on my spending. I have spent way too much this month. To let up, to reduce. Okay, here's a great phrasal verb for winter. To warm up. Right now, I'm in the cabin. It's pretty cold. Outside, it's about -5. And I came into this cabin just to record some videos. It's bloody cold in this cabin. I think I'm going to go back into the lodge to warm up by the fire. I'm going to sit by the fire, I'm going to get warm, and then I'm going to come back and go for another walk outside. To warm up is to get warm. You might need to warm up your dinner in the microwave. So, I've been in this cabin
My feet are cold, my hands are cold, my ears are gonna fall off. I'm gonna go warm up by the fire. See you later. Warm up, phrasal verb. To get warm.
Before I go on holidays, I need to look up the weather. I need to look up some restaurants that I want to go to. I need to look up what time I actually leave Canada. I need to look up what number flight I'm on. I need to look up a whole lot of different things. If you need to look up something, you need to check it. You need to see what it's all about. For example, I live in Canada. These days, it's about 30 degrees every single day. On Thursday, I'm going to Ireland. It's not going to be 30 degrees every day. It's only going to be about 15 degrees. It's going to be cold. I need to look up the weather and figure out what clothes I need to bring. To look up is to find information about. Look up the weather. Look up the exchange rate. Look up restaurants. Look up bus times. Look up plane times. Look up departure times. Look up mad about. My name is Ronan, and I am mad about coffee. I don't just like coffee a little, I love coffee. And if you love something, you can say you are mad about it. I moved to British Columbia, Canada, because I am mad about the great outdoors and the sunshine. I am mad about canoeing and kayaking, and even with some coffee, it's even better. I am absolutely mad about hiking. I love hiking. I go hiking every week. So, if you are mad about something, you don't like it a little, you love it. My name is Ronan, and I am mad about the great outdoors. What about you?
Suck it up already. If you tell a person to suck it up, it basically means quit your complaining. I don't give a shit about what you think. For example, oh no, you've a 10-minute walk to work. Well, suck it up and do it. I live in Canada. Sometimes people complain about the snow. They want to take a day off because it's snowing. Well, suck it up. This is Canada. Of course there's snow. I don't care. Just deal with it. If your manager tells you to suck it up, it basically means that you need to work harder. To suck it up. Stop complaining and just get it done. Here's a serious one. To go through a hard time. If you're going through a hard time, it's not easy. Life seems very difficult. It could be about relationships, it could be about your physical health, it could be about your mental health. Maybe you're too stressed. If you're going through a hard time, it's all right to ask for help. For example, there's John. John's dog died. He's going through a hard time. Let's invite him out for a coffee and see if we can cheer him up. If you know someone who's going through a hard time, reach out to them. Ask them if they need help. And sometimes all you can do is just listen. To go through a hard time. Serious English expression.
To back out of something. If you back out of something, you said you would do it and then you don't do it. For example, John backed out of the bungee jump. He told everybody that he was going to jump. He had no problem. He told everyone on Facebook. He told everyone on Instagram that he was going to do the bungee jump. Then he got there and he got up on the cliff. And he looked down and he got afraid. He didn't just get a little afraid, he got very afraid. He got terrified and he backed out of the bungee jump. He basically said he would do it and then he didn't do it.
And if you say that you will do something and you don't do it, you back out of it. So, do you know anyone who always backs out of something?
Heading to. My name is Ronan, and I am very excited. Because in 8 days, I am heading to Ireland. I am heading to Sligo. Sligo is my hometown. I grew up there. I'm very excited to go there. I don't say, I'm going to Sligo. I say, I am heading to Sligo. If you are heading somewhere, you are going somewhere. Tonight, I'm heading to the movies. Where are you going right now? Right now, I'm heading to work. I'm heading to the beach after work. So, today is Wednesday. Where are you heading today? Next week, I'm heading to Ireland. I don't believe it. If you've been following my stories, you would have seen a video about me fucking up. And in my podcast, I spoke about it. The one where I lost my car keys. The one where I had to pay to $300 to get my car keys replaced. The one where after I replaced the keys, the car broke down and we had to get rid of it. Well, guess what I just found? The fucking car keys. They just turned up. Turn up is a phrasal verb. And if I say, oh, the car keys just turned up, that means I just found them. If your friend is looking for something that's missing, you might say, don't worry, I'm sure they'll turn up eventually. Well, the car keys did turn up. And you want to know where they were? They were behind my fucking office chair.
Hold on versus on hold. Hold on is a phrasal verb which has many meanings. In this case, we're going to use the example to wait. For example, can you hold on 5 minutes? I need to pee. That means, can you wait 5 minutes because I need to go to the toilet? We have held on long enough. We need to go. So therefore, I'm using it in the past tense. We have held on for 5 minutes. We have waited for 5 extra minutes. Hold on, phrasal verb to wait. On hold. If you ring a credit card company, they will put you on hold. And that's on the phone when they play some nice music. Actually, they usually play shitty music, but that's besides the point. On hold is when you're on the phone and they make you wait and listen to music. I was on hold for 5 hours yesterday. Hold on, phrasal verb. On hold, noun phrase.
Good morning. All right, let's have a look at pig out. To pig out is a beautiful phrasal verb, and it basically means that you eat everything and anything. If you see some chocolate, you eat it. If you see some ice cream, you eat the ice cream. For example, last weekend I pigged out. I ate poutine. I ate chocolate. I ate ice cream. I ate chips. I ate a burger. I ate all the unhealthy food. And if you eat all the unhealthy food, you pig out. I couldn't help myself. I just pigged out for the weekend and now I feel sick. When is the last time that you pigged out? Me, I love to pig out when I'm watching Game of Thrones or some epic movie. I always pig out on popcorn, on fries, on everything unhealthy. To pig out, a phrasal verb. To eat, and eat.
What's up? All right. I'm in the car right now. I'm in the passenger seat. Over there, right there, that's a liquor store. And my friends have gone into the liquor store. Yeah, I know I have friends. My friends have gone into the liquor store to buy some booze. Now, I was smart. I already got my booze. So I'm waiting on my friends to hurry up. Waiting on. If you're waiting on a person, that literally means you're just sitting there or standing there doing nothing whilst they get something done. So right now, I'm waiting on my friends to buy beer and hurry up
so we can go home and drink the beer. To wait on a person. What do you do when you're waiting on a person? It's kind of boring.
All right, here we go. Some phrasal verbs for around the house. To put on. To put something on the stove, for example. Hey, can you put the kettle on the stove? Can you put the dinner on, please? Put on. Take down. Take down is to remove. We need to take down those curtains. They're ugly as be damned. To put away. I need to put away my clothes after doing laundry. Hey kids, put away your toys or Santa will never visit again. To clean up. Clean up, let me see. I need to clean up the kitchen. It's a mess. Can you please clean up after yourself? To turn on. Turn on the TV, turn on the coffee, turn on the oven, turn on the heating. Phrasal verbs for the house.
I need to knuckle down. If you need to knuckle down, you need to concentrate. You need to really, really focus on something. For example, I have an essay due this Friday. I have done no work for it whatsoever. This week I really need to knuckle down on my essay. I really need to work hard and focus. I was at work last week and my manager told me I need to knuckle down if I want to keep my job. Well, I didn't want to keep my job, so I quit. To knuckle down, to focus, to really, really try something and to work extremely hard. Do you need to knuckle down on anything? 2. Ease up. My name is Ronan and today is Monday. And I do not need this hat and I do not need these glasses because the temperature has eased up. If the temperature eases up, it's not as hot as it was. For example, last week it was 35 degrees, it was boiling, it was roasting every single day. The temperature is now only 20 degrees. So I can say the temperature eased up, which means it reduced. It's not as intense as it was. We can use ease up for snow, for rain, or for a storm. The storm eased up after 5 hours. So, to ease up is to lay off or to reduce the pressure. Have a great Monday.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is that. I hope you enjoyed the video and I hope you learned something. I'm going to go drink some coffee. Bye.